Hi guys, this is Jason with Jason's Creative Ventures, and I've just been up all night making this journal, and if you want to know how to make it, stick by. Alright, this is step one of starting to make a journal. The first thing you want to do is figure out what kind of paper you want to use and what size of paper, how big you want the pages to be in your journal. When you open it up to write in it, how big do you want your pages? I happen to like the size that I make because it's the perfect carry around size. It's small enough not to be too bulky, but big enough that there's tons of pages in there and it takes you a while to use up a journal. It takes a long time to go through the pages. Even the ones I've made, it took a long time to use up that space. Depending on how much journaling you do and what you use your journal for, and how much you write in it and what have you, will depend on how quickly you use that space up. But do you want to make a journal that has that's slightly thicker like this one? This one's a little thicker. I use more pages than I normally do, and I think I used thicker paper that I didn't like. Yes, I used very thick paper in this. This is the thicker style paper that is almost getting close to being almost as thick as the cardboard of like a cereal box or something. So you want to use thinner paper, like more, maybe not as thin as copy paper, but like you can buy paper for your printer called, sometimes it's called parchment paper, but it's called different things. It comes in boxes like similar to like this. This is Southworth, and you can get different style. Like this is kind of a gray, almost a blue. This is what I had in my other journal, which is this almost copper looking parchment, and that's what I have in my journal that I'm about to do, and that paper worked out pretty well. It's all a matter of what you want, and here's like resume paper that you could use, and you just got to play around. But these boxes, typically a box of 100 sheets of a Southworth is right around $25-26, and there's 100 sheets in one of these smaller, and then let's see, this was thicker paper. That's 100. What's it? This is 100 sheets, and it's a thinner box, and this says it's 100 sheets, and look how thick it is. Look at the difference. And that's because this was thicker paper, and I got a mixture of paper here. This isn't all the original paper. This is the stuff that I used in that journal right here, and it's really, really thick, really stiff. You may not want to use paper that stiff for a journal. I regret using that thick of paper in my journal, but I didn't know where all my paper was. I'm getting low. I need to go buy some more, but it's like $25 just for the paper. And then when you get into the cost of the leather and the dye and all that, it can get expensive just to make your own. But you don't make your own in order to save money. You make your own to be able to make it your own and design it the way you want, to put the amount of pages you want in. You can design it the way you want, make it the color you want, make the pages, use whatever paper you want. You can do whatever you want. That's the thing about making your own stuff. You can do whatever you are able to think of and do. So anyway, that being said, got a lot of different paper around here, the options to use, but I gotta be careful because some of this has been kind of spoken for. Both my daughters are making a journal, and my one daughter wants to be able to put locks on her journal. She has snaps on it. We haven't put the paper in, but she wants to have the ability to put little locks on her journal so people can't invade her privacy. So the idea is you put 2 of these things on, and I'm making these, and you rivet these on the journal like so, and then you can put you attach it to this cover and you attach it to the bottom, and then they connect, make them so they connect right in the right spot. And then you can put little padlocks and keep the keys with you. That's one way. If you're really worried about people invading your privacy and reading stuff that you don't want them reading, then that is one way to go. She has snaps on there, and we may or may not put this tassel on that I made, which is really crooked and needs a little bit of fine tuning. I'm planning on getting a tool that makes straps, and then I'll be able to make a lot straighter looking straps. My straps tend to look a little, or tassels tend to look a little weird sometimes, so we'll put that back up here. I think for this I'm going to choose this paper because I know no one has spoken for that paper. I'm going to make a journal the size I usually make them, and what I usually do is I will fold 40 to 50 pages directly in half. So if you do 40 pages in half, that gives you 80 pages. That doubles the amount of pages you have in your journal. So if you want 80 pages, you fold 40 pages. If you want 100 pages, you do 50 pages. And so however many of these you fold gives you double the amount of pages in your journal. So I don't think I need to teach you guys. I made 40 pages here for my journal, which means, I folded 40 pages, which is going to give me 80 pages, unless I miscounted. But there should be pretty much 40 pages here folded. Take and get your pages as evenly as possible in the side where the fold is. Try to get that crease down because you want to get these pages down as thin as possible. I should almost do another 10 pages. Look how thin that is. It's pretty thin. I could probably put in 10 pages in if I want, but this is just an example video. This could prove to be a really cool journal when I'm done though. So I could get another journal out of that. There should be 60 pages left in there. So we'll set that aside. Okay, I got some veg tan leather here. What you want to do is try to utilize as much of this as possible. Now, what you want to decide is, do you want to do like I did where you have a flap coming up? Do you want to leave room for that? Or do you just want to have a journal that has regular book style top and bottom where it ends just past the pages on the top and the bottom? Or do you want to have a wraparound? And do you want to style that wraparound with curves like I did on my one journal? Do you want to add things to it? Are you going to tool this? So many things to think about when you're at this stage. But this is where you're going to get ready to define the leather. And right now you're getting ready to cut the leather. And so you need to decide how much leather you're going to keep for the cover, or to decide how you're going to start styling it. So, all right. Now draw around the paper, and it's not going to be exact because this is getting all wonky here. Not sure how well you can see those lines. So that is one edge of a journal. This is a possible thing, and you can adjust this over. Alright, I've strapped the GoPro to my forehead so you could get a better view of this. Okay. Alright, so here's the edge that it's going to be on. So it's going to be like this. This is going to wrap around and intended to wrap around these pages like this. This is going to come around. So actually we made too much. Okay, so there you have it. So let's try this again. So it's going to be right there. Okay, let's try this again. Show you again the folded part, the edge part, where it was folded at, in the right spot. All right. How should I tool this? Save that. So I use that, not that. Let's see what else we got in here. Not that. What do I got for stuff I've already made? Yep, well, I think I'll use this. The best way to do that is get the paper out of the way. Now you gotta wet the leather and let it soak in for a little bit. And then you want to take a awl to go around all these lines. Now, we take this swivel knife and we strop it first. Decided to try a little bit different angle to see if you can see me just a little bit better and see what I can do, what I'm doing here. Really makes it defined, makes it come out, makes it look a lot better. Alright, now I'm going to stain and dye this, and I'm going to use a lot of different colors. Like I got this gold. And I've got, let's see, pearl. No, I'm not going to do pearl. We'll do purple. And start So that is how you make a journal. This is the best. This is probably my best work yet. The only thing I kind of screwed up on was the tassel. I need to make it a little longer. But, and a little bit of my painting was sloppy, but it looks pretty good. Just gotta let this sit overnight. And that glue should take hold. We'll check in the morning to see if the pages hold. If not, we just re-glue it. So, there you go. That's cool. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And tell me if you liked how this turned out and like to know how to make your own. This one was made more for probably a girl, but I make plenty of things. This was a wallet kit, and that was a Tandy leather kit. I just gotta drill out this rivet and replace it with one more like this and that. But other than that, this turned out good. The thing I don't like about this leather wallet kit is this slit right here. This is going to tear right across here. Other than that, that's how I make a journal. And it takes several hours, especially when I'm tooling leather. If I didn't have to tool leather and I was just picking out a back, I could do it in a lot less time. So, alright guys, thanks for watching.